Everything you're chasing is running away from you. The less you care, the more life seems to flow in your favor. Sounds weird, right? But think about it. The moment you stop obsessively chasing, forcing, clinging, everything you've been dying to get starts coming to you. Why? Because you're no longer desperate. You're no longer broadcasting neediness. Back in the 16th century, philosopher Michel de Montaigne lived by this exact principle. He observed life with curiosity, not attachment. He asked, "Why are we always anxious, craving, and disappointed?" The answer was simple. Our obsession with control is exactly what makes us feel out of control. Imagine this. You're trying to impress someone. You overthink every text, every move. You're trying so hard to be perfect that you come off stiff, awkward, unnatural. Now compare that to someone calm, confident, genuinely enjoying themselves. Who's more attractive? Exactly. This isn't just about dating. It's everything. Money, success, relationships, goals. The more you chase from a place of fear, the more it slips away. But the moment you stop trying so hard and just be, everything begins to align, effortlessly. And no, Montaigne wasn't telling you to be lazy or careless. He said, let go. Let go of your need for things to happen a certain way. That's where true freedom begins. Here's where the mind game starts. The law of reversed effort. The harder you try, the worse it gets. Trying to fall asleep? The more you try, the more awake you feel. Trying to look confident? You'll just feel insecure. Trying to be happy? You'll become painfully aware that you're not. Montaigne believed, stop fighting life. Flow with it. He noticed the most unhappy people were those obsessed with control. Always planning, forcing, worrying. But those who could step back, watch life from a distance, let go of their grip on every little desire, found joy without even trying. Think about it. Have you ever wanted something so badly that it drained you? A job, a person, an outcome? And the more desperate you became, the more it slipped away? Because when you cling, you act from lack. You scream to the world, I don't have this, I need it. And the world, it listens. But when you let go, when you act like you already have everything you need, you become magnetic. Why? Because your energy shifts. You're not forcing anymore, you're allowing. Montaigne understood the power of surrender. He wasn't preaching detachment from life. He said, care, but don't cling. Take action, but don't strangle the outcome. Do your best, then trust the rest. Ironically, the moment you stop needing things to happen, life starts bending in your favor. Most people think control means holding tighter. But real control is about understanding that life is fluid. Life doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to energy. Montaigne saw it firsthand. People trapped in their own minds, stressed, anxious, reliving old conversations, worrying about opinions, haunted by the past or paralyzed by the future. What if you just stopped? Not recklessly, but intentionally. Ask yourself, how much of my stress is from real problems? And how much is from my mind overplaying them? Montaigne believed most struggles don't come from life, but from resisting it. The moment you stop fighting reality, you gain a strange power. Like in love. We've all seen someone chase too hard. They overanalyze, obsess, try to be liked. And in doing so, they push people away. Why? Because desperation is repelling. It screams, I need you, I lack, and people feel that. But someone who lets go, who stops overthinking, who enjoys being themselves, attracts naturally. Same goes for life. When was the last time you were fully present? Deep in a conversation, in a flow state with your craft, focused on a challenge. You weren't overthinking. You weren't forcing. You were there. And because of that, you performed your best. Montaigne realized it's the ones who bring lightness, humor, and surrender, not tension, who thrive. Because they don't demand life to be a certain way, they flow with what is. Here's the paradox. The more you relax, the more control you actually have. You create space for things to come, for success, for love, for creativity. When you stop being a desperate hunter, you become a magnet. Letting go isn't giving up. It's leveling up. It's a strategy, a superpower. The ones who get this don't fight the current, they ride the wave. So why do most people struggle with this? Why do we cling even when it clearly makes things worse? Because of one illusion, the illusion of control. Your brain wants patterns, predictability. It would rather hold on to a painful known than risk stepping into the unknown. That's why people stay in bad relationships, toxic jobs, or destructive habits. Not because they want to, but because it's familiar. Montaigne noticed this centuries ago. People would rather hold on to comforting beliefs than embrace truths that could set them free. Our biggest pain doesn't come from what happens. It comes from how we resist what happens. Think about it. What if you embrace the unknown? Life stops being a stressful battle and becomes a playful experiment. You stop demanding certainty. You start dancing with uncertainty. Artists, entrepreneurs, innovators, they get this. They're not control freaks. They're surrender ninjas. Leonardo da Vinci didn't lock into one path. He followed curiosity. He let go of rigid identity. And he became a master of many. Top investors? Don't panic when markets crash. They expect uncertainty. They stay calm while others spiral. Why? Because they've made peace with not knowing. Now think about your life. What false certainties are holding you back? An identity you're scared to release. A path you no longer align with, but still follow, just because you once planned it. Montaigne said, "A man who fears suffering is already suffering from what he fears." We don't fear reality. We fear losing control over it. But the moment you stop forcing outcomes, something shifts. You stop reacting. You start responding. You stop chasing. You start attracting. You stop resisting. You start adapting. You stop trying to dominate life and begin to co-create with it. This isn't just philosophy. It's a way of life. Because in the end, certainty is an illusion, but adaptability is real. And the more you embrace that, the freer you become. That's the paradox. The moment you stop chasing control, life starts flowing in your favor. Not because the universe is rewarding your surrender, but because your mind is finally out of your way. If this message hit you deep, drop a comment. Tell us, what's one area in your life where letting go changed everything? And if you want more videos like this, hit subscribe. This is Mind Hacker, helping you master your mind so life doesn't master you.